everyone, welcome to another End Times 4565 video. And I have a most interesting discussion, and I'm going to do my best to try to get this story straight. Now, whether you believe this story or not, whether it's really a reason why it happened, it did happen this way, and why it happened, whether you believe it or not, what I'm trying to say is it doesn't matter, because this is the facts as they went down. First off, I want to start by saying, you know, that the Vatican, whether you think I'm Catholic bashing or not, I don't care. I'm just telling you the facts. The Vatican has a basement with very, 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 very old documents and information that is completely hidden from the world and under high security guard at all times. And these are facts that are known, and they won't share these facts with anyone. Only certain places can you go in the vault if you're a certain person. So you need to know that right off. Secondly, you need to know that the Vatican has two of the largest telescopes in the world. One, I believe, is in one of the southwestern states, and I'll say that so that I don't make a mistake of the state. And it is called Lucifer. And they have a vested stock in the other large telescope, which is in the Antarctica. Now, we also know that in December of last year, the Pope made a statement that this would be the last Christmas that we would have like this, in reference to the world being completely changed in a way that we've never known. And then the Queen jumped on his Red Rider and made the same sort of statement. And so, whether it is or not is not the issue right here with my discussion. What is my discussion is these two prominent leaders agree on this one fact. And so now I'm winding up to something very strange that happened. You see on your screen here, this is over here, right finger, come on, right there it is. This is Mecca. Mecca is known in Saudi Arabia as the most holiest place in the world for Muslims. And they come to this mosque, and they come on and they walk in a counterclockwise circle around this, I guess it's a tomb of Muhammad or something here. Maybe it's where he ascended or something. I'm not really up on it. But anyway, this is Mecca, and this is inside the big synagogue, and I call it a Colosseum. And in the middle is this holy site where the people march around in a counterclockwise circle. Millions and millions of people go here every year for a quote-unquote pilgrimage. Now, they're always doing construction here, and at this particular time, you see the cranes here and that. In September last year, they were doing some excavation underneath the mosque here, probably opening up some old catacombs or whatever. And a certain box was discovered. And this box that was discovered was found to be what they call the Ark of Gabriel. Gabriel, the archangel. And so underneath this mosque, they found this ark, this box. And this box is supposed to have information that Gabriel brought to Muhammad. Now, I'm just telling you what the facts are. I don't know. I've never seen the box. I'm just telling you. So the Saudis and the Muslims consider that to be a most holy artifact. And they discovered it in this diggings under the Colosseum. And so about the second week of September, they were attempting to remove it from the ground. And as they were removing it from the ground, a bolt of lightning struck the spot and killed 60 people. Some people call it a plasma ball. It looks to me like a bolt of lightning, but it is what it is. It killed 60 people. And so they didn't attempt to remove the box again for another 2.5 weeks or so. And they made another attempt at getting this box out of the ground under this Colosseum here. And there was a second bolt of lightning that killed a number of people and caused a stampede that in turn killed 4,000 people. So in December after that, they went back in with some high security and special forces. I guess that's supposed to help the lightning. And they were successful. And they got this Ark of Gabriel out of the ground. So then after they got this Ark of Gabriel out of the ground, it met with, actually what they did was they were having trouble. And so what they did was they called the Russian Orthodox, the Russian Orthodox priest, Kirill, K-I-R-I-L-L. This is Kirill here. I don't want to talk about his strange attire. You know, well, it is what it is. So here he is, Mr. Kirill. Or whatever you call him. Father Kirill, Brother Kirill, I don't know who he is. He's like the Pope of the Russian Orthodox, quote-unquote, Catholic Church. So he goes down to get the box with his group, entourage of special groups, Russian forces, and he's successful. He gets the box. So he brings the box to Russia and meets with Vladimir Putin. And Vladimir Putin puts inside of this Gabriel's Ark, he puts in some Russian soil from Moscow and some ashes from some prominent Russian leaders, and he puts that in the box. So then Pope Francis hears of the story. So Pope Francis, while he's in Mexico, gives Kirill a ring-a-dinging. Yo, brother, I heard you found Gabriel's Ark down there under the mosque. Need to talk to you about that. Of course, now, the Vatican side of Catholicism and the Orthodox side of Catholicism has not had a meeting in well over 1,000 years because they kind of dislike each other. So the Pope gives Krill a ringy-dingy, and for some reason he tells Krill something. And he agrees, amazingly, to a meeting with Pope Francis in Cuba. And this meeting took place on February the 12th of this year. And they have a meeting in the photo ops, and you see them here. And I don't know who's looking at who here or what's going on, but if a picture tells us 1,000 words. We could write a book on this picture right here on these two faces. But at any rate, after their public meeting and photo ops, they have a meeting with just a very few personnel. And Pope Francis informs Krill on the situation with the end of the world, or the world changing in this year, whatever. And he tells Krill that he has something for him, and he pulls out some ancient writings from the Vatican basement that supposedly came from the angels or the quote-unquote watchers or perhaps the Nephilim in the year 1200. And he says to him, obviously, that these documents are very important to the box. And so in their discussion, he gives these papers to Krill, and Krill takes them and puts them in the box. After their meeting in Cuba, Krill now gets on a plane or a ship, doesn't tell us which, and he goes to Antarctica. He heads straight south to Antarctica. Krill does, this guy right here. He's got the box and the ancient artifacts, and he's got the writings from the Pope. So why does he go to Antarctica? Is there something in Antarctica he needs to see? Like something that's approaching us from the south? Something that they see, but they're not telling about? Could it be a planetary object that someone has seen or knows something about approaching from the south? And I'm not saying it's the Dark Star or Planet X or Planet 9 or Planet 10 or Doomsday Machine. You know, a huge asteroid could be bad enough. And so, I gotta hurry. Krill goes to the only Orthodox Russian Catholic church in Antarctica. It's a very small building. I'm sure that it would hold less than 10 people. But he goes inside of this small building somewheres in Antarctica. And he opens the box and reads the paper and does a ritual over the box, Gabriel's Ark. He does a ritual in this building with these writings he got from the Pope, with these ashes and this dirt from Russia. And then he leaves, leaving special Russian forces to guard the building. You know, this is, you can't make this stuff up, man. Are you kidding me? So did Krill go to Antarctica to see for himself? What is going on with all this secretive, ritualistic activity within the Catholic organization, be it Orthodox and or the Vatican? What's going on with these other people that they're not telling us about? What do they know that we don't know? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is the facts. You need to Google it and search it out for yourself, and then you have to ask yourself a question. What the heck is going on here? What kind of a something could be happening that they have to do a ritual over some dirt and ashes with some paper they got from the year 1200 and something? What was it, a prayer or some kind of incantation? What are they doing? Are they summoning something or someone for such a time as this? While we're sitting around looking at our social media, eating our fast food burgers? Ladies and gentlemen, you better wake up and smell the coffee here. I'm here to tell you there's really something weird going on right here. And by the way, the Saudis were in on this meeting and whatever because, you know, they have the papers from Muhammad in there. Wonder what they say. Are they promising them that they will have the whole world? Are they promising them that they'll have the blessing to take over the whole world? Are they telling them that these certain things are going to happen and look here, look there? What does it say? Is it that important that the Russian Orthodox leader would meet with Pope Francis, who they won't even drink a common glass of wine with each other? And now, after 1,000 years, they're going to meet up and discuss a box? Look out. Look out, look out, look out. Look out. Because while you're sleeping, there's strange things happening all around you. You better wake up. You better wake up and start looking in the book and find the truth. And the truth can only be found in Jesus Christ, because he's coming again, and you have to make the decision. And I keep telling you over and over, all of these things that are happening here is not just accidental. What are they up to? You don't know, and you're probably not going to find out. So all we can do is make sure that we're ready for whatever's coming down the pipeline. And the only way you're going to be ready is to accept Jesus Christ as your personal Lord and Savior. And you gotta do it now. You don't need to tell everybody on social media that you just said a sinner's prayer, that you just prayed for the Lord to come into your life. You don't need to do all that. You just need to do it. Make it happen. Look out. Don't get blindsided by these people in these weird-looking clothes, because Jesus is coming soon.